Hello and welcome to a very special interview with Sumit Nagal, one of the most improved Indian performers across sport in the last 12 to 14 months. Someone, he's a story. He's a story of inspiration, what aspiration can do, what never say die attitude can do. Someone we have celebrated over the last 12 months non-stop, be it in the Australian Open, be it making Wimbledon, making it to the Olympics, winning multiple challenges, breaking into the top 71 in the world. Sumit, this has been an incredible journey where you have inspired each one of us. But for us, the Olympic Games matter so much. When that news came that you had made it into the draw of the Olympics, can you describe to me what was the feeling like and when the hard work paid off? So two questions to start, the feeling and your journey over the last 12 months.
First of all, thank you for your kind words. Feeling, I would say, very great. Very proud, happy. Thing is, we were talking about it in 2022 when I started playing post surgery. We had given ourselves a kind of 2 years, saying, "Listen, this is the reality right now. We are ranked 400, 500, and we have 18 months." 18 months before the Olympic cuts comes out, so we have to plan everything according to that. And to make the cut at the very last week, winning the challenger and then climbing up the ranking and making sure, that I won't be in that frame where, you kind of have to wait and see if you get in, you don't get in. And I think that was a very, very proud feeling, just not for me, but for my team, for my family. We've worked very, very hard last few months, not getting into qualifying of small challenger events to like you said, breaking top 75, 71 in the world. I think that does show that if you have a goal in your mind, if you have the right people working with you, and you have a dream to chase, things can be possible.
And the last 12 months, absolute fairy tale, one after the other. Each time we thought, oh, he can't better this. You've gone on to better that and given us another new lifeline, a new song to sing. Tell me a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, the most important part is to be healthy, right? Because that gives you a chance to play in the tournament. That gives you an opportunity to perform, to play, like you said, big names, big players, top 10, top 20, top 30, and I feel like I've always had a good game. Always, even when I was playing juniors, I was playing among the best juniors players who are very, very high ranked in the ATP tour now. Always felt like the body wasn't helping much because I was playing a bit, not playing, then playing a bit, not playing, and then I think the biggest change is where I have played almost last 12 months, like you said, with, let's say, majority of the time injury free. I think that was the biggest change that has happened in last 12 months.
And before I go back and ask a couple more, but next couple of weeks, almost there, Paris sort of breathing down our neck. All of us will be there to cheer for you. But what's the final home stretch like? What's the preparation like? What's the plan? Tell me a little bit more about it in detail.
As of now, there are 3 tournaments planned. There is one Braunschweig Challenger, which is right next to my house where I live in Germany. Then there's 250 events, one in Sweden, one in Austria. So I'm entered all 3. Everything will depend how the tournament, how I'm doing in these tournaments, how many matches I play, how many off days I get. According to that, we'll head to Paris.
Okay. And obviously all of us remember when you said that support wasn't really forthcoming, but since that we saw an overpouring of emotion nationally and everywhere else. Can you now tell me, is everything back on track? Are you satisfied with the kind of support that you've received? Is everything on with preparation?
Right. Like when this article came out last year, I think the biggest thing was that I was not playing the slams. I had missed out on 3 slams. So people who doesn't follow much of tennis, I would like to tell them that the biggest prize money towards tennis is through the slams. If you don't make the slams, it's very break-even tour. So because of that, not making it, and now this year to play all 4 slams, it's a huge difference, towards the financial side.
But that was the second part of the question, Sumit. That Is everything on track now? I mean, are you satisfied with the support that you're receiving now? Have
Yeah,
corporate stepped forward and everything else is on track?
everything is okay. Yeah, everything is okay. Yeah, it's I've gotten a lot of love, a lot of support, financially, emotionally, and I think and now I was having a talk last week where I said wherever I go, for some reason I always get support, as in people come to watch, cheer for me, and I think that's one of the best feelings to have.
I think you've earned it. I think you've earned it and deserved. So there's no question that you will continue to get that. Tell me something. Has there been anything that you've done to your game, Sumit, in the last 12 months? Anything that you've added, things that you're now doing differently compared to what you were doing in the past?
I think everything has gone up. I'm more consistent, moving well, returning well. So I think that I don't think there's one certain thing. And okay, the biggest change outside tennis, I would say, is me being matured on the court, realizing, having this feel for the sport. I think that has improved the most. Talking about tennis, I wouldn't say that one stroke has improved so much where that's the reason I am where I am. But I would say it's just getting better at everything. If I have to give an example, let's say 2 years ago, if my forehand was 6 out of 10 on the average, now I feel like it's more like 8 out of 10. So that's how what I would feel like. The game is just getting better and better from all ends.
Okay. And we talk about the importance of mental health in sports so much, and I'm glad that we are talking about these issues, Sumit. Can you tell me a little bit about that? I mean, mentally, where are you at this point? How challenging has it been mentally for you over the past several years? Now that you are in a good space, how significant is mental health for an athlete?
I think it is the most important part, because um, if you're not mentally available on the court or whatever sport you want to say, it's very hard to find yourself competing at a very high level, and especially when you're playing against the best athletes in the world. Because if you slip up even for a minute, you see yourself, hey, this is the gap is already building. So for me, the mental part is the most important. I also had a really tough time back in 2022, where I was playing horrendous tennis, and that tennis came out because I was just not enjoying being on the court. I was asking myself a lot, why am I getting injured? Why am I not playing? Every second month there is something. I just came out of a surgery after 6 7 months, and 2 tournaments I play, I'm injured again. So there were a lot of dark days, lot of questioning myself, which was bringing my mood down. But I was happy that I got through it. But also I believe that every athlete kind of goes through it, sooner or later in their life.
And the other question that I wanted to ask, how important, I mean, you mentioned the team. How important is sports science? Now that, for every athlete, I can see people pushing to 40, people pushing more than that. How significant? I mean, injury management, recuperation, convalescing. How important is sports science and the presence of a good team around you?
Very important. I think for me, the having a right team or right people to work with you is the first thing. If you don't have that, it's very, very tough to achieve things you want to achieve. So, that is having the right coach, having the right fitness trainer, physio, doctor, however you want to say it, mental trainer. There is nothing more important than this, the right
Now
team.
that you are in Paris, is there any kind of goals that you are setting, or it's one match at a time? I will focus on the
One
quarter.
match. One match at a time, because it brings nothing to me if I want to say, listen, I want to win a medal, and this is the only way I have to do it. No, I want to go there, see how take it match to match, because tennis has become a sport where you have to find solution on the court, because you can play great tennis for 20 minutes, and then for next 20 minutes there possibility you don't put a ball. But that's where you have to come up and find solution towards it. So I've always said it, I really like to go round by round, instead of saying, listen, I need to do this, I need to do this, because there's already enough pressure, especially when you're playing Olympics. There brings you nothing to have put more pressure on yourself for no reason.
That was the next one, because two more.
Yeah.
So one, how does Sumit Nagal deal with this newfound pressure, stardom, expectations? Each match is now monitored. How do you deal with this newfound stardom?
See, you cannot run away from it. Whoever says, "Hey, listen, I don't get nervous or I don't panic," that is BS. Sorry for the language, but that is not true. Everyone goes through it. It's just how fast you deal with it, how fast you control your nerves, and how do you um, use your nerves in a better way. I think that's where the biggest difference comes in the athletes. If you watch practices, when you go for tennis and you watch practice, everyone's incredible. You're like, huh? Like, this guy's playing so well, this guy's so playing so well. But 4 all, 30 all, third set, that's where the difference comes in. Um, how do I deal with it? I try. I have few techniques. One of them is I would say just trying to look at the tennis ball, as much as closer, try to read what's on the ball, so you have some sort of focus on something, and not having these wander thoughts in your head.
I was speaking to Rohan and Sanya about you, who are good friends of mine, and they were sort of overjoyed. I mean, and it was coming through, that this kind of happiness that was coming through. So I now want you to want to ask the counter question. I mean, you and Rohan are friends. A word on Rohan and what he's achieved as well in the last couple of years.
See, everyone knows what he's done last years is incredible. Me, I see him almost every week, and we do talk about tennis a lot. I'm very happy for him, his family, his team. I know how hard he's worked throughout his life towards the goal to win the slam, to be world number one, and I'm happy that I could see it happen in front of my eyes.
I'll leave it at that, Sumit, because I had said 15 minutes, so I'll stick to my time with the thought that I look forward to catching up with you physically in Paris, celebrating your game, celebrating an Indian win, and celebrating the process. Wish you all the very best in the last few days of preparation. And as I said, look forward to catching up with you physically in Paris. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you soon. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.